Welcome everyone to a new YouTube video here on my channel. Today we're gonna talk about IZZET UGIN, which is a deck I just built before, and I based it basically on the mono red or Reckless UGIN list you see around. The reason why I added blue is I wanted to have access to counters, and I kinda like Sublime Epiphany and Shark Typhoon. Also gives me a more flexible sideboard option. The mono red version always was strong against the Gruul decks, and it has some game against Yorion decks as well. But maybe with blue we can change the dynamic of how it works, and yeah, so this is my list. Let's start with the cards here. I play 2 Negates, just overall strong card. I don't play Spikefield Hazard. I still think with 7 cards to deal with Edward Innkeeper, it's still good enough. But yeah, Negate 2 mana, counter target non-creature spell. Could also be maybe 2/1 essence, like 1 essence get a 2 Negate. I went for 3 Negates here because we have more answers to creatures. Then Fire Prophecy, 3 off, 2 mana. We can do 3 damage to a creature, and we can take a card from our hand, put it on the bottom, and draw a new card. So this is really nice to filter our hand as well, and I just like it in general. Then 2 Mazemind Tome main. The card is really good, but there's so many Skyclave apparitions around that sometimes it doesn't feel that great, especially not early on. I think the card is way better in the late game, because you can actually use the card draw, not just the scry itself. So I prefer this in the late game, and this is why I went with 2. Then we play also 4 Shatterskull Smashing. I mean, this land is absolutely insane. 2 red X, and we can do damage and divide it depending on how much we pay on X. If it's 6 or more, we can actually do double damage. So I like Shatterskull Smashing a lot. It's just really good right now. Then we play 2 Brazen Borrowers. The Brazen Borrower are kind of sneaky. Gives us some time against certain decks. And yeah, it's also nice to bounce tokens. There's still cards with tokens around. Shark Typhoon is one of them, but yeah, I just want to have 2 Brazen Borrower in my deck. Then 4 Bonecrusher Giant, probably one of the best cards still in standard. 3 mana for 3, 2 mana Stomp, do 2 damage. Damage can't be prevented, and yeah, just an overall strong card. Valakut Awakening, 3 mana. Maybe I want to have 2 of them. I'm not sure yet. 3 mana instant, we can put any number of cards from your hand on the bottom of your library and then draw that many cards. So this is really nice to find your Ugin if you really need it end of turn. And other than that, it's a land. I maybe think we should have 2 of them. We play 2 Storm's Wrath main just to clear the board. That's basically what it is. It also deals damage to Planeswalker, but it's just a good board wipe card. I play only 2 Irencrag feet. It's sometimes really nice to play it on curve, and if we don't need it anymore, we can always get it back with the Fire Prophecy. We can also use the mana for pumping in our land, the Barrens. But overall, it's turn 4 Ugin play sometimes. But yeah, I'm not too sure about it yet, but I want to play 2. Solemn Simulacrum, 4 mana to 2. We can get a basic land from our library into the play. Also, when Solemn dies, we draw a card. And it's also nice to say that Mazemind Tome and Solemn, they don't die to Ugin. 2 Ox, we want some escape cards against the rogues. And other than that, it's still a good body. It's like a 5 mana for 2. Which gives us cards, and we have to discard. So overall, it's still a good card. Escape -2. Minus 8 cards from your graveyard, but 2 red is still fine. So I want to have the Ox in the main here, and yeah. We play 2 Shark Typhoons. We can cycle this. We can actually also hardcast it. We have many cards we can use with it. But yeah, having 2 Shark Typhoons with a lot of mana feels really good. Sublime Epiphany. This is a Yorion killer card. 6 mana. You can choose 1 or more. Counter target spell. Counter target activated or triggered ability. Return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. Create a token that's a copy of target creature you control, and target player draws a card. So we can actually target any spell. We can also target the Yorion return clause, where if they want to bounce everything, it doesn't work anymore, because we just counter the effect that it enters again, and they lost all their permanents, which is really nice. It's just an overall versatile card, and in a deck with many lands, I still think this is good. Then we play Ugin the Spirit Dragon, which is the main concept of the deck. We just try to control the board as good as we can, play Ugin and get rid of everything. This gets rid of most of the cards of an Yorion player. It's really good against Celestial's Adventures. It's just an overall really strong card, and they have to deal with it. The main win con though is still Crawling Barrens, which is a land where we can play 4 mana and put 2 counters on Crawling Barrens. Sorry. And I have to sneeze. Yeah, so we can put 2+1 counters on Crawling Barrens, and then you may hear this. And then you may have it become a 0/0 elemental creature until the end of turn, but you don't have to do that. Sometimes you have to be careful that you don't do it so they cannot kill it. Sometimes, like, the Heartless Act can still remove 2 tokens, so you have to think about those things. It's still easy to get eliminated. Oh, wow, okay. So this is Crawling Barrens. Yeah, this is the main deck. We also play Radiant Fountain here just to get 2 life, but yeah, this is the main deck, and let's see the sideboard. We play 2 Essence Scatter here to have more removals against creature. Let's say you play against Mono Green or against Gruul decks, it's still fine. 2 Maze Mind Tome if we need to go more grindy. Mystical Dispute, 2 additional counters against blue decks. I like it a lot. 3 Phoenix of Ashes. This card is mainly against rogues. It's really good there. 2 Soulseer, 3 mana, deal 5 damage, so we get rid of most of the cards except Gogroth, but it's still a good card. 2 Storm's Wrath again, here against creature decks we want it. Another Ox, Escape, and another Shark. So I really like the deck. I will definitely do more testing. I played it 2 games so far. I won both games. And I want to share this deck with you. And sorry for sneezing. I will let it in. It's more authentic this way, I think. Also, short announcement here. The reason why I didn't post the video for a week is I was working hard on the F2K tournament that's coming up. I'm going to cast it. Many big names are in there. I will link the video to it as well in the community tab here. And hopefully you like the deck. If you like it, feel free to subscribe. Follow me on Twitch, where I'm usually active the most. But yeah, have a good time with the deck and enjoy the games. See you next time. I have to mull this. This is way better. This is way better. Okay, we play against Esper. This is a good matchup. It should be a good matchup. So basically by playing this land it tells them what we do, what our strategy is here. I didn't want to play the Bonecrusher yet. Usually you don't run the main counters. Yeah, you run something like this. Okay. Okay, kinda had the feeling this gonna happen. That's why we kept the Bonecrusher to keep it 4/4 in. Drawing a land is pretty good as well here. Nice. Okay, so we on 7. Pretty good. We know they play IZZET as well, so sometimes you need to keep Ugin back. If they will go for the Doom, I will accept it here. Stick up like Casket, huh? That's reasonable. It's a good card. Oh, surprise. I should have counted this. Oh god, I should have counted this big time. Good morning. I mean, we have 2 Ugins and a Negate, right? So they have to probably take the Negate here. Because I get rid of their board. So even if they play the Yorion here, it's not enough value to make it good. Definitely take that one. They have 7 mana. Wow, that's a desperation move in my opinion. If they take the class, that's so bad. Why have they... Do they have a Negate on hand? It's literally the only way they do this. That's if they have to have Negate, right? That's super confusing. That is super confusing. Because we just got a 4/3 creature this way. They can play ECD, sure. I get it. But that's super awkward. I mean, they get an operation. That's super confusing here. Archon. Cute. Not good enough, but cute. That's an easy attack. So even if they have an enchantment, I could counter it. Okay. Because it has to enter, it's not on cast, which is important, right? That is fine. Okay. Ugin's still alive. Still alive. And we got a second one on hand. Doom. So what would Doom do? It's my turn. Sacrifice Solemn. It's their turn. I think that's actually fine. Do you have already Negate backup? Yeah. I think it's better to do it like this, keep Negate up. Yeah. We just always have to keep the Negate up here. I don't mind sacrificing Solemn. I have the Barrens, which is the way I will win this game. It's pretty simple. If they ECD though, I have to Negate, I think. Two draws. Yes, we would like to draw. That's also good. It's a good flash something in, but it's all good. One, two, three, four, five. I could actually just Shark Typhoon and keep Negate up. I guess that would be even better. But I just Shark Typhoon end of turn. Okay, well. Ours is better. They have spot removal in their deck though. We have to think about that. (7/7) in case they have a dance. Yep. It's a nice. That is a nice. I mean, maybe they have to answer though, but. If not, get a 7/7 shark here. That's fine. Since we have a second Ugin, I can easily throw that one out here. And if they want to go for the dance, such as Negate. Because I have the feeling they want to dance here, right? They have Typhoon, Doom, Omen, Birth. It's a pretty good dance. Pretty good dance right there. Nope. It's a big nope. I think I need to add a permanent here in case if they have a second dance. So I can sacrifice the permanent to the dance. Yeah, I'm into the Doom. What they would get with the dance. No. Okay. Yeah, we had an ultimatum here. That should seal it. Play against Yorion. It's just those cards. There will be counters, so Irencrag feat seems kind of odd. I like the Bonecrusher. I'm not a fan of Brazen against them at all. Scatter is kind of okay. We want to play as much as possible in their turn. Probably 2 tomes here. I think this is actually it. Let's go. Sublime Epiphany completely gets them as well. Like this deck should eat Yorion. This is a Yorion killer here. Good old Yorion killer. Well. This is a classic. Sometimes when you have an upkeep stop here, it takes that one in the next game, and you have to actually re-click it. It's so funny though. I don't know why. Actually, I'm okay playing the tome here. Even if I get just a scry, if they use the apparition here, I can play the Fire Prophecy on the apparition. They don't. That's actually good. I take all the lands. Okay, here I want to keep it. They could easy play an Omen here. So Stormwrath is doing something at least. That's why we kept one. Could go for Doom, which we just dispute, I guess. Or we just draw a card. Draw a card. Okay. So. And we pass, we still have enough, we just need to hit every turn a land, right? That's like the most important thing. Okay, so here we probably actually need to use our Storm with a Dispute up. It's kind of interesting. If they're Yorion, we also have an answer. It's a land. So the problem is if I Storm, I'm not in the best position myself. I think I just go with Tomes actually. I mean, if they have Yorion, they have it. If not, it's fine. I think I don't want to take too much damage here. I just need to find Ugin, right? That's actually interesting. I think I'll let this go through. I'm actually cool with playing that game. So it's less value for Yorion. And I really want to find a second blue here. Keeping my land hits. It's not cool. I'm gonna lose a Yorion here. But I will definitely draw a card. If I had a blue, I would play Sublime Epiphany, but what should we do? Would like to draw a card, sir. Before the Doom triggers, please. Having Sublime Epiphany is huge, though. That's big time as well. Okay. What is going on? Okay, I'm just writing back to Seth while opponent probably has a DC. Oh god. Yeah, that happens sometimes, but I think we're still a stacked hand. Typhoon, Ugin, and Epiphany is all strong. I mean, it still triggers, so... Probably just cycle my Shark. Time to shuffle a deck. Well, I'm so hyped for this weekend, guys. Like, the tournament, like, you see the green screen behind me, right? I had to set up for the FTK tournament. The people who are working with us are really cool. Like they usually do the Overwatch League. So Bradley is a really cool guy. Super helpful. Like you definitely learn a lot if you do those type of things. But yeah, it's funny though. I didn't know if you have blonde or like not as dark hair as I have. If you do green screen, sometimes it's like this aura around your hair. So you really have to mess with the settings, which is kind of fun, right? Um, but stupid at the same time too. So I definitely have to make sure it works. But in the end, it worked out and it looked really cool. Looked really cool. Well, that's a bit sad, but I think we still would have won that game. So yeah, let's go to the next one, guys. Self keep. It's a bad hand, but I just want to keep it. I really want to keep it. That's so bad. Okay. No. So I definitely want to find anything. That's not a land right now. Self keep. Okay, that's a bad hand, but Ugin actually can win me the game. Okay. They will draw a lot though. Oh, that's a good draw. They will get something, but that's still a good draw. They get the food here, they get a draw. But I'm happy to get rid of the goose here. Okay. Double trailers? Sure. I mean, I think I just play it. So, worst case they play Wolf, but like, literally whatever. I'd rather Wolf than playing this, because this costs the food. So this is way better. Way better. So I got a Negate and Epiphany, but I'm still lacking time to get to Ugin. But if I get to Ugin, I can clear the board. I would have blocked the 1-1. They can also just sacrifice the food. Okay. That's fine. Wow. It's huge. That's huge. That's a -4, right? They can get the draw though. But that's still good. It resets the board in a good way. Ugin. Ugin. I think this deck's actually a secret sleeper, and I definitely will work on this week. It's super fun. So, board state wise, we ahead. They don't have an easy time to deal with Ugin. I love it. Scatter over Negate here. Souls here, easy. Shark Typhoon is kind of awkward, but it's not bad. I think it's better than Storm's Wrath. Storm's Wrath, so Stormsword can hit the goose and a wolf with no food, but yeah, it cannot hit the Lovestruck Beast and it cannot hit the troll. So I think this is correct. Was a greedy keep there, but this is a way better keep. It said power. I'm pretty sure this is a deck Mango would love to play. Okay, beast. Double tokens. It's pretty good. I start scrying here to find my answers, but the 5/5s are not fun. Well, take damage. Okay, here I would like to have a Brazen. If they go for a 5/5, I probably have to kill the 1/1 there. So they now maybe play something they don't want me to counter, but they know I can tome if I want to. That's fine. So I can bounce the 1/1. But I could also fire Prophecy out. But I really don't want to get rid of a card here. Okay, now I have to do both. Maybe actually the land. No, let me decline here. Oh my god, that's an oops, I failed. I should have done it the other way. Oh god, yeah, that was a that was a yikes. That was a yikes. That was a big yikes. Okay, that is not good either. Big yikes. Because I could still stop the beasts. I have to block now. I mean, they could play wolf, but that's huge. 10 damage difference. 10 damage difference. Casual 10 damage. I have to block. I mean, I could wait, but I think I have to block here. Whoa, that's heavy. So I can shoot the 1/1 and that one. This 4/5, yeah. I take 3 damage, so I have to use it. Maybe dodge another 1/1. And we can start playing my creatures out. But yeah, so if I would have done it correctly, I didn't have to block with the 2/2 there and would still have a 2/2 in play, which makes my Sublime Epiphany way better. Gargaroth. Pretty good. I have to actually bounce it. Acid Scatter. Oh, that's a card. That's a card. That's such a good card. Yeah, clear board. Clean board. Questing Beast is a problem though, but a clean board. I have a Bonecrusher to block the Questing Beast later on. That's annoying, but it is what it is, you know? It is what it is. At least Ugin going too. Heavy. Trails, also good. Okay. So this is our blocker, they can still fight it. Or have a card like this, but now we cannot even use the Barrens. So definitely the difference of 5 damage is huge here. I have to start pumping my land for sure. For playing this with a mistake, it's still a good game. Okay. That was a misplay. That was a misplay. That was a huge misplay. Helps me a lot. If they didn't do it here, it would be way better. Because I can block. I think I just pump a land here. So, Shark Typhoon here is actually good. I could have hardcasted it, but it feels awkward to do it. The Goose is annoying because they can use food, draw, food, draw. Henge is pretty good as well. The problem with Henches is really hard to deal with Henge with Ugin. I don't have an answer to the Typhoon though. 6 mana. Nope. Actual no. I think I have to do this. They don't have a way to deal with Shark Typhoon. They have maybe like 1 or 2 cards, but they will not play it, I think, in the setup. Don't tell me you top decked another. I thought this is 3-3. That was a misplay. I actually thought that the Shark is a 3-3, but it's 3 damage. I didn't have my coffee yet, so this is what happens. The misplay. It's just a misplay. So, I did like the Shark Typhoon way more than I expected it. They really don't have an answer for this. Stone's Wrath is not good. Ox is not even needed here. Yeah, I made 2 misplays this entire game, so this is on me. Definitely gonna get my coffee after this one. That has to be done. Yeah, I'll keep this. The main reason is I have a Bonecrusher. I'd have 3 lands. And worst case, I can use this to find other cards, so it's okay. They are not as fast as other decks, so that's definitely into my favor. Okay. Yeah, I need to keep the land. I need to keep it. It's good with... It's definitely good to have a land here. It's an easy removal. So turn 3, they don't actually have a creature I'm worried about. I mean, they can play this, sure. Having this is really important. Having the Essence Scatter here is pretty good, because they could play Wolf here, which is painful, or Gargaroth or anything. So Gargaroth is actually, you need to consider it here. Okay, this I have to counter. If it's a troll, I count it 100%. Misplay, should have played this. Tapped, yeah. Making too many mistakes here. Definitely play this tapped, and then we have 6 mana for this. We have another one. Now it's painful. Now it's actually painful. Okay. Well, it's instant though. I'm cool with this. Okay, so I mean, this was definitely fine, right? I mean, they are worried that they use the food and don't get anything, which makes sense. You have to use the Sublime Epiphany. Well, okay. Seven mana. I mean, sure they can make food, but I can bone crush the goose. But I need to keep my Sublime Epiphany up here. It's a problem, huh? They get 3 triggers, which is 3 cards, and I cannot stop it. Well, it is what it is. It is what it is. I just want to find the land here, and they use all the food, which is fine. Interesting. So wait. So I could bounce this. Make sure this doesn't trigger. No. I mean, I cannot stop the trails though, but... It's what it is. It's what it is. Shark Typhoon is pretty good though. So I can... Yeah, Shark Typhoon is nice. Okay, another goose. A mammoth. And a hench. Okay. Definitely have to get a land here. This is the go. I mean, they get a hench out. This is gonna be interesting. It's gonna be actually interesting. Almost cannot get rid of the hench here. They play land. The hench. I mean, it's still okay for me to actually Ugin plus. So that's fine. Hench is not cool though. So let's say I Ugin minus. This is 9. I get rid of the trails though. So -3. It's tricky. I think I have to. I mean, I cannot deal with the hench right now, but it seems like the way to do it. I definitely don't want them to have that card there, so I'll also keep my Shatterskull up in case I need to deal with a troll. Because the troll gets bigger now. But Ugin pings for free. Okay, so Gargroth is fine. It's a 7/7 I can deal with though. Vivian, it's fine. So I kill Gargroth and Vivian and the token. That's all good. GC 11. Okay. It's all good. Still in the game. Having my Ugin here, still in the game. Also have a second Ugin. But for now it's just dealing with the board, right? Okay, draw. We draw as well. I kind of want to establish a Shark Typhoon as well. But maybe I have to minus with the Ugin. It's fine. We don't have a Barrens yet, which is kind of awkward. And not a Vivian. Not liking this. I have to minus here. I think I just Shark Typhoon and then just play another Ugin, get an 8/8 Shark. I mean, they literally need the removal for this. Do you have another big creature? Oh my god. Never ending. Never ending. Goose? Sure. That henge is not fun. Hopefully Shark Typhoon brings this home. So I can do 3 damage. And 3 again. That's pretty good though. Two counters with Shark Typhoon is pretty good. Okay, so we need to counter every creature except Goose. Goose is fine. Okay. That's an easy counter. Also, I mean, I really punted game 2, but we managed to get it. Hopefully you like the deck. I think it's actually strong. I definitely have to test more. And yeah, see you in the outro. Well, those were 2 really cool games. I never played the Ugin deck so far. I know there's the Red and the Rakdos Ugin. My idea behind this IZZET Ugin is to have the upper hand in the mirror match, and it also works really, really well against all the Yorion decks. I still would like to test it against Gruul, but against Gruul we still have bounces. And we have ends for Embercleave, and I still think there's potential, especially sideboard-wise. I'm not sure how the Rogue matchup goes, but we just try to get in all the Phoenixes, and we still have Shark Typhoons, which is also nice in general. So right now I wouldn't do any changes. Maybe I will do changes in the future, but please let me know if you find there's a card that should be 100% in the deck, or like just test it and give me feedback. And yeah, have a good day, and see you next time.